Hey, what's up, Craigslist? My name's Dan. Just want to make a little video. Basically, I'm an avid Craigslist user, purchasing anything from cars to TVs to laptops. I mean, I pretty much could buy anything on there, as long as it's a good deal. One of the things I want to talk to you about is finding, say you're looking for vehicles. A lot of people think that when they're looking for a vehicle, you're going to want to type in, say you're looking for a Ford F-150. A lot of people would obviously type in Ford or F-150 into there. But a lot of people that actually have owned the vehicle and aren't looking for a F-150, but they're posting their ad, somebody that's older, they might, call it a Ford pickup truck. They might call it just a pickup, Ford truck. Things like that, which are kind of obscure keywords to somebody that actually knows the internet and things like that you want to kind of use keywords. But, most people that use Craigslist aren't people that are ultimately always on the internet and know everything about keywords. So the best way to do, like I do, is I always look for obscure keywords, maybe misspelling a word. Say you're trying to type fast and you misspell it. Hit enter on it, because sometimes you'll pull up ads that haven't been found and nobody's getting calls on. Majority of the time when somebody's looking at your ad, you're finding an ad and it's on an obscure keyword, when it pops up, you're going to give them a call. What I always do is I ask them, hey, are you getting a lot of hits, things like that. Majority of the time they're not getting any phone calls, and what that means is if they're not getting any phone calls, you can actually work the price a little bit, because say it's posted for a week and they haven't got a single call. Well, obviously they're looking to sell the vehicle, so they want to sell it. So what I do is I always meet with them, see what the car looks like, things like that, and find out a little bit more on how many calls they're getting, things like that. And then ultimately you can actually make them an offer. And obviously if they need the money, they'll take the offer versus not having a single phone call. Another thing is if you're purchasing a vehicle from somebody on Craigslist, what I always tell all my buddies, which I've had like 3 or 4 of my buddies, get ripped off, buy a car, next day the car's overheating, next day all the check engine lights pop on, and they're trying to call the guy and the guy's not answering. The number one question I ask them is, I say, hey, when you talk to them over the phone, what kind of question did you ask them? And then 2, where did you meet them? One thing that I pretty much figure, 3 out of 4 people that are purchasing vehicles that have issues with them after they've bought them from a seller, they didn't want to meet them at their house. So they asked them, hey, can you meet me at a parking lot? Hey, can you meet me at a gas station? Hey, can you meet me here? Every vehicle that I have purchased, I've never met anybody other than their house. Reason why is, why would somebody, if they're looking to sell something, they're not looking to rip you off, why would they not want to meet at your house? Another place which, you hear on the internet, these different stories on TV, have somebody meet you at a police station, a community center, something like that, because that'll show that they're not looking to get ripped off. Some people are too scared to do that because they want the vehicle so bad. They need the vehicle. But the thing is you want the vehicle so bad, are you willing to lose $4,000, $5,000 just to get something you want that's going to break down the next day? That's the great question to ask yourself. Always buy a car that you think is going to run well for you. Another thing is I know a few people that are mobile mechanics. They charge you like $50, $60, depending on where you're located at, to actually come over and give you an inspection of the vehicle. Say you're paying, maybe it's $50, $65. I would prefer to pay that $50, $65 to check the vehicle out versus losing thousands of dollars on a vehicle and not having anybody check it out. So those are a couple things that I want to share with you guys. Checking out different obscure keywords for whatever vehicle you're looking for, whatever else you're looking for, because not everybody thinks the same. Everybody thinks differently. I wish everybody thought the same. I do an internet advertising company. Business would be easy if everybody thought the same, but it's different. Everybody types differently. Everybody reads differently. B was to actually make sure that when you're meeting with somebody that you're actually going to meet them at their house, the police station, a community center, something like that. Oh, another thing that I always do is when I purchase a vehicle, I always ask the people, can I check your driver's license? Number one, I do that to make sure the name is matching on the registration. You don't ever want to buy a vehicle from somebody that the registration isn't matching their identification. Reason why is because why is their name not on the registration? Number two, it's actually state of California. It's actually illegal to sell a vehicle without registering it into your name first. So say you purchased a vehicle and within 2 weeks you wanted to go ahead and flip it. Well, if you're going to sell that vehicle to somebody, you must already have it registered into your name. You cannot sell a vehicle that is registered to the party that you purchased the vehicle from. You're not a dealership, so you're definitely not allowed to do things like that. Obviously, unless you have like your dealer's license and things like that. So yeah, this is a little video I just want to help you guys out, help you out with. So check it out. Use Craigslist. I love Craigslist. Don't steer away from it. Just be smart, think smart, and do what you would do. Don't meet people in random spots and things like that when you're going to be carrying $4,000 to $10,000 on you. I mean, even $1,000. $1,000's a lot of money. So I hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe to me. I'll be making a lot more videos on different things on how to sell your cars and how to find different cars. All right, guys. Thanks.